Bart assumes that they just saw something, but he hasn't explained to us what they saw. And whatever they saw changed their complete worldview.
I don't know what you see when you see your grandmother either.
Okay, but I definitely don't say she's raised from the dead.
You say she's still alive.
Well, but she's still dead, though, right?
In Jesus' case, my point is...
In our case, if you're going to use that parallel, in our case, when we see someone in the afterlife, yes, we think they're still alive in heaven, but we say they're dead here on earth.
We say their body is dead.
That's not what the early Christians said.
That's right.
They said Jesus had risen from the dead.
Right. So you need to listen. A
crucified man had risen from the dead.
Yes, you need to listen to why that is. We say their body is dead and their soul is alive because we believe in the difference between the body and the soul. Apocalyptic Jews did not. They could not say that his soul is still living because his body can't be alive unless his soul comes back into it. They don't have our view of the separation of body.
I disagree.
Well, look, we're going to take a break there.
Really?
We're going to.
Causality is limited to the universe. We can't explore beyond the universe. Yeah. We don't know if the laws within the universe that we kind of understand about causality, we cannot extrapolate to suggest that they apply beyond the universe as well. But even if you could, even if you determined that the origin of the universe had to have some cause that was external, even if you concluded that doesn't in any way justify that the cause is a god of any sort. This is the same. I mean, over and over again, you're sitting here saying, present the good evidence, present the good evidence. And instead of good evidence, what he's doing is saying, oh, we've explored and we know that cause and effect occurs. Yes, we have a pretty good understanding of causality, but there's also A-type time and B-type time and a number of different scientific models that address simultaneous causality and other things so this gross oversimplification of what causality is within a box is being pulled out of there and tried to apply to causality outside of a box. And
there's one pitfall that I'll just mention, because there's a move that is made in these theoretical edges of cosmology that I think is a little bit mistaken, which is to say, I'm going to think about the universe on the basis of imagining that I am a typical observer. This is called the principle of typicality or the principle of mediocrity or even the Copernican principle. Nothing special about me. I'm just typical in the universe. But then you draw some conclusions from this. And what you end up realizing is you've been hilariously presumptuous, because by saying I'm a typical observer in the universe, you're saying typical observers in the universe are like me. And that is completely unjustified by anything. So I'm not telling you what the right way to do it is, but these kinds of questions that are not quite grounded in experimental verification or falsification are ones you have to be very careful about.
That's